Hi, so this is the astrological overview forecast for the week of October 19th through the 25th. And as a reminder, this weekly video is free for the public. There's a cat behind me. Hi, this is Miss Poofy. And so it's not as in-depth as the post you will find within the Soul Care Collective as a member. So just to get started on Monday, we have a number of transits on Monday. One of them being Mars square Jupiter. And so Mars square Jupiter really helps us find the energy to get things done and get things going. This will be a little clouded or restricted. It's probably a better word, restricted or blocked a little bit, just because Mars is currently retrograde. And so we're already kind of working from this dampened level of not being able to access our energy and our willpower as deeply as we normally could. And then later in the day, Venus trine Jupiter was just a nice supportive transit that helps bring a little bit of luck in the areas of love and money. And then even later in the day, we have Mercury opposite Uranus. That is a transit that's already happened once already this month. It happened on October 7th. And so you may find some themes from around that date repeating tomorrow and the following days, where you might find some unexpected news or a situation kind of pops up that happened earlier in the month that just says, hey, and it kind of gets your attention, and you have to kind of revisit, redo, reassess something. Tuesday is quiet, and then on Wednesday we have Venus trine Pluto, and that just brings some depth and intensity to our relationships, which can be good because we can use that energy to connect to our partners on a deeper level. And partner does not have to be romantic here, but it can also mean that we find ourselves kind of diving into the darker aspects of the Pluto underworld, where we might feel ourselves becoming controlling or jealous or obsessive about our relationships. So that's just something to keep in mind and keep an eye on. If you notice that, just take a step back, because it's a transit, the energy will pass. Thursday, the sun enters Scorpio. So Scorpio season, I am Scorpio rising, so I love Scorpio season. Scorpio season is all about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, diving deep into your shadow, which is kind of the parts of ourselves that we may not want to look at, kind of our deeper desires, our motivations, and why we do things. That's the neat thing about Scorpio season. It kind of helps everyone have a little bit of that Scorpio eye, where you can look at someone and kind of see their underlying motivations as to why they're acting the way they are. And Scorpio season is also really great for working with, I don't know if you can, like, which way do I move? Cat in the chair behind me. Scorpio season is also really great for working with any kind of divination tools like tarot. So if you've always wanted to learn tarot, this actually could be a really good time for that. Friday is the first quarter moon. And so that's the first quarter moon is a time where we like to take action towards whatever intention we set on the first quarter moon. And I always like to remind people, that you can't just set an intention at the first quarter moon and then just kind of walk away from it and leave it and never think about it ever again. You have to continuously put energy into it, put love into it, really remind yourself of the feelings that you have around that intention and why you really want it. And so the first quarter moon is a really great time to start putting concrete action steps into place. So you're kind of signaling to the universe, hey, this is my intention and I want it, and I'm really willing to put into work to get it. Will you meet me halfway and help me out a little here? And then on Saturday, we have Venus trine Saturn, which is actually a really nice transit for thinking about your long-term plans and what you want long-term, what you really value. And if you are leading a life that embodies those values, if you're leading a life that mirrors the values and steps you're going to need to take to get to your long-term plans, And on Sunday, we have the Sun will meet up with Mercury, and that will just really help our mental processes. May not help too much because Mercury is retrograde right now, but generally the Sun conjunct Mercury is a time where we can think a little bit quicker. The words come to us with a little bit more ease. It's really great for writing or editing, especially because Mercury is retrograde. This is actually could be a really good time if you have any writing projects you need to be reviewing or editing. So I hope that was a helpful overview for the week ahead. And if you'd like a little bit more depth and insight, especially when it comes to the moon and the movements the moon is making this week, please join the Soul Care Collective. All right.